Maran in the Bet Yosef cites a disagreement between the early authorities regarding the Kohanim washing their hands before reciting Birkat Kohanim. According to the Tosafot, the Kohanim are required to wash their hands immediately prior to reciting Birkat Kohanim, even though they made Netilat Yadayim when they woke up in the morning. But according to Harambam, the Netilat Yadayim that they did in the morning, that allows them to recite Kiryat Shema and the Amidah, also allows them to recite Birkat Kohanim, unless the Kohen knows that his hands became impure after he began reciting the Amidah. So according to Harambam, another washing is not normally required before reciting Birkat Kohanim. Harambam's son, Rabbi Abraham, was quoted as saying, "The practical law in front of my father and teacher, may his memory be blessed, and the other Torah teachers, is that every Kohen who is involved in prayer goes up to recite Birkat Kohanim and relies on the washing of his hands that he did for Kiryat Shema and the Amidah." This means that the same way that every congregant doesn't go and wash his hands again right before Kiryat Shema or right before the Amidah, since he made Netilat Yadayim when he woke up in the morning, likewise, a Kohen does not have to wash his hands again before reciting Birkat Kohanim. But Maran and Shulchan Aruch ruled according to the custom of Spain that was based on the Zohar, that does require Kohanim to wash their hands again before reciting Birkat Kohanim. However, according to Rabbi Yitzhak Tawil, the custom of Halab was not like Maran in this case. They did not wash their hands before reciting Birkat Kohanim. This was based on the opinion of Harambam that Maran quoted in the Bet Yosef. This was also the custom of Egypt in the 16th century, which is the time period of the Radbaz, Maran, and the Maharikas, all of whom were in Egypt at some point in their lives. We find Harambam's opinion quoted by Rabbi Haim ben Benisti in the 17th century in Turkey, and by the Magen Abraham, who also lived during the 17th century, but in Poland, and he describes Harambam's opinion as a custom in some places. Furthermore, Rabbi Yaakov Emden, a German authority from the 18th century, also ruled in accordance with Harambam's opinion regarding washing hands for Kohanim. So the custom of Halab, based on all of these sources, was not to require the Kohanim to wash their hands again before reciting Birkat Kohanim. This was also the custom here in the Syrian community in Brooklyn when I was growing up during the 1970s and 1980s. It is a valid custom and there is no need to correct it.